Here I have a Toshiba remote control for a TV. This particular one is the remote control is at CT90300. That's just down there in the corner there. So I'm going to take this apart. Some of the buttons need cleaning. As you can see, it's quite dirty. So I'm going to take it apart, and there are clips all along here on either side. And I just need to, using my scalpel, I'm going to try to unclip along here. You can probably just about see where the clip is. There it is there. Now hopefully don't bend it too far, otherwise you might damage the plastic. Now if you are going to use it, almost use it as per normal, just try to be careful not to break those clips, because then you can then fix it back together. If you do break it, then you can of course glue it back together, but then it might not look as good as new. So we're doing that along here, all the way along. Now you could use a screwdriver, don't have to use a knife. But that's that side done. Let's now do the other side. Now I've already checked inside here. Normally there would be a screw in here that you would have to unscrew for this panel, for this bottom part to come off. But as you can see, there doesn't seem to be anything in there. So we try this side here now to unclip it. There you go, that's another one. And this one down here. They're not really designed to be taken apart. Manufacturers don't like you to repair it. They'd much rather you to buy a new one, or even to buy a new TV. Right, so that's now taken out. That's there. Now just take your time in trying to get this apart. If you put it too hard, you may snap the clips there. Right, so that's come off there. I'm now going to pull this off here, just to one side, and here. That comes off. Looks like that part there should come off. Looks like it's stuck on. What I'm going to do now is give this a good wash. I've got some solution I can use to clean this up, so I'll be doing that. As soon as I can. I can turn the video off and then turn it back on again, and so you can see what exactly I'm doing. Alright, now I'm going to move this away over there, and I've got some soap and water. It's lukewarm water, so let's start putting these in there. Now best not to put the electronics in. You can, but you then need to make sure it's dry afterwards. But I'm not going to put that in. I'm going to use some alcohol on the connections for the electronics. So now this part here is the buttons. They're fairly dirty. It tends to get dirty when you get your fingers inside, and food and all sorts gets lost in between the buttons, and that can cause problems, especially on this side. This side here, these are the actual connections onto the PCB, and if they get dirty, then it either more difficult to change channels, so you push harder, and by pushing harder you tend to wear the buttons out more. So it is best to keep it clean as possible, and of course, if you can, to take it apart and clean it out. So doesn't look too bad. Right. Okay, I'm going to get some clean water. Right, okay, I'm going to do that. Now I finished off cleaning this in the sink, which under normal circumstances would be the best place to do it. So it is still wet. I'm going to dry it off with a cloth. In this case, an old cloth. Clean the inside where the connections are, and the outside. Right. Okay. Right. Let me do this. I'll be back in a few minutes. Right. It's almost dry. Now I'm going to now put the hair dryer on it. Let's do that now. Right, that's dry. Put it over there. Now we're going to clean the PCB, the printed circuit board. So I'm going to use some alcohol, commercial alcohol. Put it on there. Now you don't have to do this, and you can wash it with soap and water. Just make sure it is perfectly dry, and make sure that there's no soap left on there afterwards. Otherwise, there's a good chance it will start to corrode over time. Right, that's it there. Quickly dry it with the hair dryer. And now we can put it back together. As you can see, there's only 4 parts to it, which is great. 4 parts, and this here. Now this is broken off here. That was broken some time ago, I suspect. Also, I've lost a clip that would have gone there, and that's broken off. And so hopefully that will still go together without any problems. If it doesn't, then gluing it would be the next option, or taping it up, although tape won't make it look that good. So I'm forgetting a few other bits that go with it. We've got this part here, just need to clean that up. All remote controls, different manufacturers, they all look different. So this will work, this cleaning will work for this remote obviously, but also it's the same kind of design on most of the others, just that they will look different construction, different in terms of how it's been put together, but basically they're all the same. Right, so that part's now been put on. This part here, you can see these little marks, 1 2 3 4, fix into here, goes on there like so, and then it goes in here. Make sure all the buttons go through to the other side. That's that done. Right, and then put the PCB in. Make sure it's set up with, there are certain holes that it fixes into, so it's in the right place. And then the remote control, check there's little clips here. Alright, that seems to be sliding there. Alright, and then push down. Hopefully it will click into place, which it seems does. That's good. Now, as I say, this part here is broken. This is the battery cover, so obviously that won't stay on easy. So again, you can don't glue that on, but you can put some tape along there to hold that in place. What tends to happen is you lose this, then the batteries start dropping out every time you use it. So it's best to keep the cover on there and put some tape across, and that's it. It doesn't look too bad at the moment. Thank you for watching. Could you please like and subscribe?